Hi Capricorn, welcome to your unexpected reading for February 25th through March 11th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. All right. Okay. So this is for Capricorn. The Sun. So some of you, it could be Leo, but this is all about conflict resolution and things resolving. And just a happy period or a happy time. Maybe you're working towards that or you're experiencing that. Judgment. Could be a reconciliation. Wow. So if we got problem solving, things working out, this very well could be being in review of past mistakes or just sort of a karmic review, like a karmic reckoning, and trying to resolve some things so that you two can either reconcile or go forward in peace, so to speak. So we've got the Eight of Swords, the Hanging Man, could be Pisces, Queen of Swords, and the Moon. Wow. There's some heavies here, so Judgment, Hangman, and the Moon. We've got the Sun, so that's 4 out of what? 1, 2, 3. Jeez Louise. About half of them are major arcana, which is, this is pretty significant for you. This sort of resolution will be, pretty significant for you, or the desire for such is pretty significant, Capricorn. All right, so it looks like this is a marriage because we're suited. So you could be dealing with your husband or your wife. Gender is fluid when it comes to these cards. At least that's the way I read them. Let me get the little guys here. Okay, so you are probably... did I tell you what we had? Yeah, I did. Okay, so you're probably just feeling stuck and like you can't resolve this or not knowing what to do. Why? What's this? Feeling stuck about why? Now, can you see that if I move? Okay, how about I move everything up here? All right. I want you to be able to see. Okay, so we've got the Emperor. You're probably feeling like over-controlled, over-dominated. There's probably not a lot of balance in the relationship and you're just feeling suffocated or like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get out from under this person's control? We were such a great fit and now I just feel suffocated. Like I feel like I can't do anything without this person bearing down on me. So, because we've got these two cards right here could be Pisces. Oh shoot. I'm just going to do this card. I'm showing this card here just to offer, there it goes, refocus. Okay. That was the bottom of the deck. I was just shuffling, not putting any significance on that, although it could be said that you want this person to do the right thing. Okay, so this is Pisces right here, and this could be Pisces or Cancer. Okay, and then we've got the two court cards for the swords. This could be Gemini and this could be Libra right here. Okay, I mean it could be there could be an Aquarian thrown in there, but there's a lot of fear and feeling held down and trapped by the amount of control in this relationship by your significant other, Capricorn. What's this Hangman about? And it doesn't have to be those signs. It can just be anybody with the characteristics of their word is like they're an authority on things. They could be a know-it-all, could be an insufferable know-it-all, kind of non-emotional about things. Just very matter of fact, and they value discernment, control, organization, facts, clear thinking, intellectual truth, that sort of thing. But they also can turn manipulative and tyrannical and verbally abusive. I mean, there's good and bad in each sign or each card here. Energy. This Queen of Swords, on the other hand, she's more of a quick thinker. She's like a facilitator, a negotiator. She's quick thinking, organized. Could also be the bitch card. She could also be just a really cold-hearted and bitchy and emotionless and cunning and cutting and cold. This could be a couple that is together only in marriage. in marriage only and name only. There's not a real strong emotional connection here. That maybe it's just a bunch of cutting words back and forth. There could be fighting, or if it's peaceable enough, it's just not emotionally fulfilling or connected anymore. Okay, so what's this hangman about? Capricorn. This is hangman. Wow. So maybe not a reconciliation then. I mean, because look at this. We've got completely being hands off here. Like it's completely out of your hands. There's nothing you can do. Maybe you want it that way, but until certain conditions are changed, or until this person's thinking is changed, whoever that is in your relationship, there's no going forward. There's nothing anybody can do to make what they want happen. It's a time of surrender and sometimes sacrifice, but of basically being in limbo. It is also a card of restriction. So maybe, if this is pretty bad, maybe for some of you it's speaking to a, some kind of restraining order or something. But so far it doesn't look like it. It just looks like, we're just completely cut off from each other. And there's no resolving this. There's no way to resolve this. And this would talk about the internal slow death that you've been feeling emotionally, I'm sure, or just like coupled with this over here, like, oh my gosh, there's just no going back. There's no going back. So it's very interesting that this card one of the means for this card is reconciliation. This is all about resolution and things working out. Is it that you want things to work out? What's this? This is Queen of Swords. I know that's you, but what's the issue? Or I mean, this could be you, but what's? Hey, Sam. What's this Queen of Swords about? These cards always look so similar to me: Judgment and Temperance. This is a Temperance card, so this is you making a decision, most likely to just be clear and concise, and any going forward, it's all about resolution, but not maybe getting back together. This is more of perspective, compassion, and healing. Taking time apart. So we've got time apart with two cards here. This is karmic review. This could be reconciliation. This could be someone from the past coming back, asking for a second chance. This could be, or, you or someone coming from asking for a second chance coming from the past. This could be being in review of everything from the past, experiences, that sort of thing. There's been a decision. Perhaps you're waiting for a decision, maybe from the courts. Maybe you're waiting for the final judgment. And that's why there's just this like, oh, it's taking so long. Why are they taking so long? I'm waiting for this judge or lawyer or somebody in the an expert in the legal field, perhaps, to render judgment, and I feel like this person still has control over me while I'm waiting, and could be that. But this is about a decision to completely pull back and not have things work out. A lot of times with this too, there's this sort of decision, or like the judgment's been made, the decision's been made, but there's a pause in the action, like there's no forward movement. So it's almost like, okay, the worst is over, now what? And you don't know, and you're just taking time, and there's no new beginning. It's out there, it's coming, but there's nothing yet, because this is probably quite heavy, or you just have really gone through it with this, and it's almost like, okay, we're going to take a break here. The worst is over. We'll regroup in a couple of days, that sort of thing. So right now it looks like there's a decision, if not by you, then by the other person. I could have the energies flip-flopped here. But there has been a decision for someone to just, all right, that's it. They're cutting off and they're pulling back. That's it. Could be Sagittarius, could be Aries, could be Scorpio. They're pulling back. What's this Judgment about here? I think that's what is unexpected here, is that someone is actually like, so for all of this sort of anxiety and worry over here and still feeling like under the thumb, maybe that person decides to just cut things off and walk away. That they're not going to be all stalkery and weird if that's what's going on. And they're just going to leave you to it. They'll leave you by yourself. Or you maybe being at the crossroads deciding, trying to decide, okay, what should I do? You're like, you know what? It's just, I can't, it's just not worth it. I can't get the feelings back. But this is about, there's going to be a turn. Something's going to happen where someone decides to actually let go and walk away. What's this moon about here? I'll get to judgment last. What's this moon about? Yeah. Okay. So you, there is a lot that is unclear. You are on shaky ground emotionally and mentally, not because of any other reason than just because you don't feel like you can trust yourself right now. And you're probably trying to sort out what's illusion and what's not. So you need to pull back and go inward. You need to do some soul searching, slow and long and recuperative soul searching, and be by yourself in a position. This is a solitary energy, as is this. So it doesn't have to be, but that's one of the hallmarks of it. Your job right now is to lay low. Is this pause in the action? Who knows how long, maybe there's been a decision rendered by the courts and it's going to be final in like 6 months or something. But for right now, the judgment has been rendered. There's no going back. It's final. Now we soul search. And the thing about this is that lantern only illuminates a few steps in front of you. So this is not something where you're racing to the finish line. It's about taking the time and really looking at things, especially the things that you thought were one, seeing through the illusion and looking at things realistically and just taking time to heal. This is an emotional death as well, like things dying a slow emotional death and internal. So you really need this recuperative time here. What's this judgment about? This also, when it's upright like this, it shows that the judgment that you want will in fact be rendered. It's favorable when it's upright like that. Now granted, there's not a whole heck of a lot of reversals, if ever anymore for me, but this would suggest that you're waiting on a decision or a judgment probably from the courts, and it's really got you bound up. This is saying that it is going to work out in your favor. What's this judgment about? If we're talking about things working out or reconciliation, apparently not. Apparently not. What's this judgment about? We got the sun here again. I think that speaks to things working out in your favor, but not with this person. I think you're going to get the decision or the situation that you want. And then the aftermath is you being in reflection and in review, as we see right here. So I think you're going to get the decision that you want. You're going to be set free. But then afterwards, you're going to be like, all right, I'm going to not answer the phone for 6 months, and I'm just going to stare at the wall and eat oatmeal because that's all I'm capable of right now, mentally and emotionally, because I have been through it, and I just need time to think, and I need time by myself. So yeah, this is happiness. This is the happiest card in the deck, and then here we have disappointment and kind of being stuck. So I think this is, the decision comes down, you're happy about the decision, but then the aftermath, the emotional processing afterwards, you're like, okay, now's where the work begins, or the second coming, or the second issue, because now I have to sort all this out, It doesn't have to be an active thing, though. It's not like, okay, let's gear back up and therapy ourselves. No, this is the fallout, Capricorn. I'm glad you are safe. I'm glad this is over. This didn't seem, well, I mean, look at the cards, all these swords. Holy cow, this is not happy. I'm glad it's over for you. Looks like you're making the decision to walk away. Maybe the resolution's on the table, but I don't even see that. I don't know. It looks like you're the one that's just like, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just, no. Capricorn. Yes, reawaken. Now you can, through this soul searching and sorting out what's true and what's not true, and things coming to light. And, it's no mistake here. We got the sun illuminating all of the illusion, right? And we've also got this lantern showing the way through all of the deception and illusion, denial, all the things that would keep us from knowing the truth and, being where the sun is instead of where the moon is emotionally, or still being in the dark. Do you know what I mean? So things will be illuminated. There will be understanding, coming alive again, getting vertical, that sort of thing. That's going to happen. if maybe you felt like you've been emotionally dormant or just like kind of existing, well, there's going to be a process of reawakening, coming back to life emotionally, all sorts of things. Yeesh, this feels like it was. I mean, for some of you, this could be just wanting to. You're on the fence about working things out. You know, maybe you're wanting the other person, then all of a sudden you decide, you know what? No, I am dead inside emotionally. I'm out. I'm gonna go. I wish you peace, and I am going to remove myself. Because it's two parts. It's like agony over, you know, do they want to work it out with me, or can I trust this person? Or it's like so much control. It's like twofold. It's like feeling controlled, but then wanting the relationship to work out, but then all of a sudden deciding not. Or maybe you didn't want the relationship to work out, but it's what you knew for so long, you know? I mean, there's this weird attachment that you might be ashamed of or feel guilty about because it's what you've known for so long. And then like, look how long I put up with it. And don't do that to yourself. That's going to probably be part of this. Don't do that to yourself. Capricorn. She or he, I mean, it didn't work. And you don't need to beat yourself up over it. Capricorn. This is soulmate stuff here. At least for me, the way I read it, this is about we didn't work out in this lifetime, but there was a definite connection that probably that's why you overstayed in the relationship, because you felt that powerful love connection at first, even spiritual and psychic connection, all of that. Could be soulmate energy, that whole shebang, where it's just that fantastic once in a lifetime type love. And this is like, to me, whenever I see this, it's like, all right, it's either unconditional love and there's an absolute true bonded love there, or this is we will meet again, maybe not in this life, because this is unconditional true bonded love. So I could see why this has been really painful for you, because if you felt like that at one time and then there's this, you know, and we got the karma card here, oh boy. It was not meant to be in this lifetime. Capricorn. Oh my gosh, Capricorn. Oy. I just, with all of this, it's like, you poor thing. Oh my God. I mean, you know what? It's like, okay, lay low, pull back, you know, healing and recuperative time. And then we've got like letting go, a very painful loss, letting go and realizing there's still a love there. It's just not meant to be, because that's always fun. And then we've got you resting so that you can be born again anew. And then we've got everybody checking in on you because, are you okay? I mean, you've been through it. You poor thing. My goodness. So this is receiving healing from others, other people checking in on you, friends reaching out. You've probably been on a lot of people's minds, and they really want to know how you're doing, and they'll keep watch over you. Make sure to connect with them. Don't let this turn into uncontrolled isolation. There's a tendency for that to happen because you've been through so much. You're like, I just want to stare at the paint. You know, I don't want to do anything. Make sure you stay connected, and let people help you if you need help. People need to know you're okay. All right. Capricorn. Yay, okay, this just fell out. This means protection. This is probably also the courts you're dealing with, but this is also protection. Just saying. All right. Capricorn. And this was going to fly out. Letters. Receiving documentation from the courts. So any day now. The decision will be made. Well, you'll find out. If you don't already know what the decision is, you're going to find out in a couple of days. If you do already know, you're going to be in receipt of it very shortly. It's just a matter of time. Capricorn. Oops. Wow. So, okay, so we've got an issue was insurmountable because of the amount of control. Wow. a definite power struggle, and somebody was just flat out cold and immovable, and just this could be you two feeling isolated and just cut off from everybody. It's now time to reestablish any friendships that you cut off and were just kind of cold and isolated. But this is definitely speaking to there was a definite power struggle in this relationship, and it was probably a very cold, detached relationship. My God, you poor thing. There might have been delays, but now is when it starts moving forward for you, especially after finding out what the decision was or having that decision in hand. The worst is over. Now it gets to be your time to heal. But this is no small feat here. Like, this is a very, holy cow, this is like a really controlling, domineering, cold relationship. So I'm very glad that that ended. This is about you coming back alive again. Again, please stay in touch with your friends and family. They're going to be worried. I'm glad this is over for you, Capricorn. And okay, well, just as an aside, because, you know, God, I'm sitting there going, oh my God, look at this. Now things are going to work out. So just remember, you got the sun twice here. It's about things working out and everything coming together. So it's going to be okay. It probably sucks right now, but it's going to be okay. All right, Capricorn, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you're doing okay. Okay, please keep those lines of communication open with friends and family, okay? Hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.